Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsjuice.com, and today we have Mr. Marcus Frost, who's the Senior Marketing Director for Motorola, and we are going to talk about the products which are already in India. We have Moto E, Moto G and Moto X with us, and all these products has got a pretty good response from India, and we are going to ask some questions from him around these products and some other future strategies of Motorola India for Indian consumers. Thanks sir, thanks for being with us.
Pleasure.
Would like to welcome you. So my first question is going to be around what is the current market strategy for Motorola? Especially you have provided many devices like Moto E, Moto X and Moto G at very good price points. So what next we can expect from Motorola, especially, or what we can expect next on these three phones which are already there in the market?
Okay, so to take your first question in terms of what's Motorola's strategy, ultimately it's making sure that we get as many mobile devices into consumers' hands as possible so that Indian consumers can enjoy the power of the mobile internet. There's still a vast majority of consumers that don't enjoy that today. So that's why we're trying to bring the very best devices and best technology to consumers at very aggressive price points, as you've mentioned. We started our journey just a few months ago with Moto G, with our exclusive arrangement with Flipkart, the e-commerce player, and that's been a fantastic success. That's because Flipkart, they not only access people that can get on the internet, they also have a phone number as well. So all corners of India can actually access Flipkart either online or offline using the telephone. Then Flipkart will then come and deliver a mobile device to your hands. You can then try it out, and then of course buy it if you like it. We started the journey with Moto G, which has been really strong. We're very pleased with the sales, and we're getting a fantastic response back from consumers as well. Again, if you have a look at, don't take my word for it, if you have a look at the Flipkart website, you can see that it's got very high ratings there and all the comments. So it's real consumers reacting in a really positive way, pleasing way around Moto G. Then we brought the flagship, Moto X, to India, and again, a great reaction. Consumers have liked the top-tier experiences, the silent notifications that we've built onto it, so your phone just breathes messages to you while it's on a table, so you don't have to touch it at all. You might be cooking or busy and you can see what it's telling you. And of course the always-on voice as well. You can command the phone with the power of your voice. You don't have to touch it, which is very useful when you're driving, particularly when you're on the roads. I know what the roads are like. We've just come here, and it can be busy, so there's a lot of time when you can't actually physically touch your phone, so you can just talk to it and it'll give you all the information that you need. Then most recently, we've then been delighted to bring Moto E to India as well. And we're only just able to keep up with consumer demand. Again, it's been a phenomenal reaction. It's the baby in our range, but still it packs an incredible line of specification. And again, it's receiving really strong feedback from consumers in India.
So as of now, when it comes to all these products are right now available through Flipkart only.
Correct,
right?
correct.
And Flipkart does deliver in almost all the parts of India, but not all the parts. So especially for the towns which are like remote towns or some villages where one would like to buy a Motorola, Moto G or Moto E, where Flipkart can't deliver. Do you have any solution for those people as well, or is there any way around?
Right, I haven't yet come across any instances where Flipkart haven't been able to deliver a device. So therefore, we found that both combinations of phone and internet have enabled consumers to be able to access Motorola products through Flipkart. If you've got some specific examples of remote areas that we haven't been able to access yet, then I'll be interested.
Okay, so in that case, if someone comes to the Motorola website and requests that I would like to buy this device, but this is not being available to be shipped to my place because Flipkart can't ship it. So Motorola can the support center help him, or is there any way he can get the device in that case?
Right. Well, we'd encourage them to go to Flipkart first of all, because they are our logistics partners to able to get the device to consumers. So certainly contact them first. But if there's still any problem at all, then please, certainly contact Motorola customer services, and we'll see what we can do to assist.
So talking about the software, all the products, Moto E, Moto X and Moto G,
yes,
they are pretty good on the software department. The software is as fluid as it can be on these phones, which are again very rightly priced. So going forward from here, do we have KitKat update being pushed as of now on Moto E and other devices? And can we expect the next version of Android as well? Because when the Moto E was launched, I asked this question from someone from Motorola that would this device be getting the major Android update after this? So the major Android update means the Android L, which is recently announced and it will be pushed out within some months. So can we expect to see that as well in the software department, that this Moto E phone, when it is a pretty good phone in terms of hardware, pretty good phone in terms of the price, it can get the latest version of Android, which is Android L. Can it run that?
Right, what we do with all the Moto devices is we run on a very pure level of Android. It's almost pure. And then from understanding what consumers want in terms of experiences on E, G and Moto X as well, we then build on special experiences, which I can show you in a moment if you wish. Something we do promise is the next level of upgrade to that particular operating system that's on the device. For India, it actually shipped with 4.4.3. So we've promised 4.4.4 and we're already meeting that promise. It's already shipping now, that over the air, that's already being made available to Moto G, Moto X and Moto E as we're speaking. And within a matter of weeks, all consumers will then have that available on their devices.
But can it go further to Android 5.0 as well? Can we expect any update on these phones after 4.4.4 is well?
Right.
After KitKat, basically.
We haven't got access to that code yet, so we don't know. We don't know if it is.
But do you think that it is feasible to have that particular code?
I wouldn't want to speculate, so I haven't seen the code. Not that I'm a code expert, but engineers haven't seen it yet. But certainly the promise was when you bought it with 4.4.3, it would upgrade to 4.4.4, and we've already met that promise. But even if you look back at Moto G, that's shipped with Jelly Bean. So we've already moved to KitKat and several variants after that. So wherever humanly possible, we will try and keep that operating system right up to pace.
You would like to keep this going forward as well, in terms of the software updates, right?
Software updates, absolutely, that's part of our DNA, yes.
So when we talk about these products are already there in the market, but we have not seen a wearable device coming from Motorola, and Moto 360 is something which we expect it to come. Again, this is something I'm saying on my behalf, that whatever I can think about it, it should come to the Indian market as soon as possible. And Moto 360 is one of the wearables which actually looks like a watch, apart from the other wearables which I have seen on Google I/O. So if you can say something about it, when can we expect it, or if you can say anything about it, will it come to India or not?
Okay, we haven't announced geographies yet for Moto 360, but you're quite right to observe that it is round, and that was the first thing that we heard from consumers when we were thinking about wearables and watches. They said, well, yeah, we want a beautiful timepiece first. We want something that we're going to be proud to wear on our wrists. And for comfort and for it to look really beautiful, it needs to be round. So that was really right at the heart of our design philosophy and all the engineering. So that's why, you know, your observations that it is a beautiful looking timepiece. Yes, that's certainly the direction we're moving in. And then what we'll then build on that is then some wonderful experiences that then make that timepiece really come alive in modern society as well. We haven't announced all of those wonderful experiences yet, but it is a great looking device, and it will also have some amazing experiences built into it.
So when we talk about the amazing experiences, can we look forward to any, like, whatever you would like to say on it, can we look forward to any new amazing experience which we can have, especially in India, coming from Motorola?
You can look forward to some amazing experiences, but I can't quite tell you what those are just yet.
That's okay. So we expect Moto 360 to come to India and Moto X Plus.
I haven't announced any geography yet.
Anyways, let's move to the other question, which is again regarding these products. So these products have got a very good market share as of now in the market, right? And they have given a kind of a boost which Motorola actually needed to become a strong player in Indian market. Again, you are only selling all these products online. So do we expect to see these products coming in the offline channels as well, so that it is reachable to more people out there? Again, we do have good internet penetration in India, which is gradually increasing, but not everyone is connected to internet. Not everyone is actually able to order a phone from Flipkart. So how do you plan to solve that particular problem, which is their as of now in India.
Right, there's no plan to change the model that we have. As you've mentioned, it's working really well for us. Consumers can access it whether they're offline or online using the telephone or mobile internet. So we believe we've got it fixed. We haven't had comments back suggesting that they just consumers can't get their hands on the product. So the model seems to be working for us at the moment.
So again, when we talk about the Moto E, when it was announced at a price with very good hardware specification, with good display resolution, with good display size, I would say decent display size, all that was there. So we have a product which is launched like 2 hours ago, which is from this company called Xiaomi. It is a Chinese company. They have recently entered India and they have announced a new product which is called Xiaomi Mi 3. So which is priced at 15K, and this is very close to the price which we have for Motorola Moto G, which is also on Flipkart. Both of these products will be on Flipkart. So what do you think about the competition in between these two? Because the kind of hardware which people are getting over here in India on Mi3 is slightly better as compared to Moto G, and the display is also bigger. So what kind of competition you actually see, or what kind of comparison you can say in between these two phones?
Yeah. Well, competition is good for the consumer, and at the end of it, that's at the heart of what we're trying to achieve at Motorola, giving them the very best experiences. And it's not only about hardware and specs, as you would have noticed with Moto X that I've got here. It's about giving experiences that just make life a lot simpler. So on Moto X, for example, we've talked about the fact you can just control it with the power of your voice at times when you can't use the phone with your hands. The fact that you get the active display giving you notifications using low power chips to be able to give you that information so that the phone still lasts all day long. So there's a number of software experiences built into it as well. But we also future-proof our phones too. So the phones do keep getting better. We've already discussed the fact that the operating system, we keep moving to the next level throughout the lifetime. So for those consumers that bought Moto G back in February through Flipkart in India, they've already had several upgrades. Also something that they'll notice on all of their phones, whether they're on E, Moto G or Moto X as well, is a special surprise just for the World Cup when they boot up their phones. So I'm just getting my phone, this happens to be a Moto X. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see that.
So all consumers will have this at the moment, across the world in fact, including India. Okay. And then they get a little special animatic for the World Cup, just during this special time at the moment. It's these little things that we build onto our devices, these little surprise and delights, as well as the truly useful camera UIs, etc. that we put on there. So the phone stays relevant and up to date every day that the consumer has these devices. It's not all about day one. The other thing that I will mention also about Motorola devices that's a little bit different to others is again the Moto Tough build quality. So one, we use the very best materials. We use Gorilla Glass to protect the glass, and even on Moto E we have kind of a smudge-free film as well, because again that's something we notice for consumers, that sometimes they're having to clean their devices a lot. And as well we have the waterproof nano coating on the inside and outside, so that when you do get some monsoon weather, again your device is water resistant. So it's these little things that just keep that phone going day after day.
So this is going to be the last question, and this is regarding the display size. Again, we have seen that all these products, Motorola, Moto E, Moto G and Moto X, they have a kind of a size which is very good, not too big, not too small, and again very good for one-handed usage. But going forward down the line, when it comes to the consumer mindset, in India, people prefer to have a bigger display phone because they want to have a better experience when it comes to entertainment, whenever they are watching movies or doing anything, for example gaming as well on their phone. So what do you think about the bigger display? Can we expect to see a refresh of Moto G coming with a bigger display, or any other phone coming from Motorola which will be targeted around this particular point from the consumer?
Yeah, there's always that combination that you've already mentioned about being able to use a device easily in one hand with one hand usage, and also the large display as well. So in terms of the work that we've been doing user tests in terms of finding that correct balance. What that means for the future, I can't disclose, but you're certainly right in terms of what we've found at the moment. Moto E, Moto G and Moto X all have different size displays, and therefore all fit beautifully in the hand. This happens to be a Moto E that I've got here, and again, this happens to have the rugged cover, the rugged shell on it. Moto G here has a different colour shell to express your personality if you're feeling red. So again, it's working with that complement of different screen sizes to, again, that wonderful fit in the hand as well. So we're constantly watching, we're constantly listening, and you'll need to watch this space in terms of what we've got cooking next.
Okay. Sorry, but I have one more question, which is the last question.
How many last questions have you got?
Okay, this is the last one. Anyways, this is regarding the camera.
Yes.
One thing which I am not happy with the camera, all of these things. So in terms of the camera, Moto E is not too great because it does not have autofocus. Moto G is still having autofocus, but the camera is decent enough for the price. You can actually have better camera at this price. And then Moto X, which is also having a decent camera, but the picture quality is not that good. Again, one thing which I see a kind of lacking thing in these three phones, again from my own perspective, is that the camera UI is not very much optimized. The camera UI is something which is not giving you better images, more options, or you can say in comparison with the other phones which are available at the same price point. So is Motorola taking this feedback into account? We have got a lot of feedback from Moto E, Moto G and Moto X consumers that the camera is something which I don't like much on these devices. So what do you think? What are you planning to do on these things?
Right.
Do you sit with?
We're always listening. We also heard other stories that actually that the cameras are mind-blowing. For the price that we're offering with the whole package, they're well suited to the devices, particularly when you look at Moto X, in terms of having the clear pixel, an extra pixel, clear pixel technology for kind of those low lights when there's a lot of activity going on. And the other thing that, again, if you think about Moto X, it's not always about the image quality. The image quality we're very happy with, and we're hearing that from consumers. But also the fact that just with the flick of the wrist, the camera comes straight on there. So again, you can take those pictures a lot quicker and then touch anywhere on the screen to then take a shot as well. And that type of quick shot, being able to touch anywhere on the screen, goes right throughout our devices. So again, we've been very innovative in the whole camera experience, so that again, from picture to post on the internet,
so do you think that there is no improvement which needs to be done in the camera department on these phones, or in the software interface at least?
There's always improvements to be made. We're always striving to be better. They're getting great reviews already, but we're never satisfied with what we've got. So we're always striving to get better, and there's always little enhancements going into the software updates anyway.
So that's all from me as far as questions are concerned. One thing I would like to ask you, that would you like to say anything to our viewers who are watching you in this particular video? Would you like to convey any message to them which they can look forward to when it comes to Motorola?
Sure. First of all, thank you for the second opportunity to interview with you. It's been a delight. I read some of the comments from the first experience, and really appreciate what your readers and viewers say about Motorola. This is an early step in our comeback to India. It's been a very positive step. Thank you for all the support from the people that have been viewing this video. Do get your hands on an E, a G or an X as quickly as you can, and I hope to have some really exciting news for you sometime soon.
So you do not have any updates for our viewers?
Nothing I can share with you just now, I'm afraid.
Anyways, thanks for your time. It was very nice talking with you, and we wish you good luck for Motorola going ahead in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.